I'm John Cooley, and I'll be interviewing Jane Cooley for my bicentennial project. We will be talking about how she was an Azalea Trail Maid.
Good morning, I'm Jane Cooley, and I'm glad to be here with you, John, and talk about my experience as an Azalea Trail Maid in Mobile. Thank you for having me be a part of your project. How can I answer some questions for you today?
What year were you an Azalea Trail Maid?
I participated in the year of 1970 with the Azalea Trail Court.
How were you chosen?
There were a body of people from each of the high schools in Mobile, and there were several of us from my school that were selected from a board, and then we were voted on in the high school. And then a group of us that were selected went to interview before the board, the Azalea Trail Board in Mobile, and there were a panel of judges. We participated in our appearance, our grades, and then we were all asked to have a verbal interview individually with another panel of people. And then one evening that was selected, they had us out on, I believe at that time it was maybe at the fairgrounds. They had all the girls who were competing to be on the Azalea Trail Board were there that night, and then they called out the winners, and there I was one of them. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of anxiety, but that's how it came down.
Okay. How many were chosen from your school?
Let's see, John, there were four of us. There were four of us girls out of our graduating class that year that participated, that we were all selected.
On average, how many events did you participate in a year?
They kept us very busy. The board, the Azalea Trail Board kept us very busy. I remember several events, maybe one or two each month. Sometimes there may be more than others, just depending on all the class activities that we had going on. But I do remember one of my favorite ones that I went to was at Bellingrath Gardens. And the grounds were festive. It was during the Azalea season, and they had us all dressed in our gowns. And the guests there that were visiting were from out of state maybe, and some were local visitors, but they enjoyed meeting the Azalea Trail girls and having their pictures made with us. So it was a lot of fun. That was, I know you're familiar with Bellingrath Gardens here in Mobile. And another fun event was they rented a charter bus for us, and we were invited to the city of New Orleans, Louisiana. And at that time, that particular year, they were having certain festivities they were celebrating, and we were asked to make an appearance, and we were all given a key to the city of New Orleans. And then that evening, they hosted a banquet for us and put on a presentation, and it was just like a joining of the two cities, Mobile and New Orleans, together, and honoring each other. But they had rented rooms, hotel, and we stayed over together, and it was just a lot of fun. But the main thing was being good ambassadors for Mobile, the city of Mobile, and we met at the airport quite often when different dignitaries were coming in to attend to business or different events here in Mobile.
How would you encourage other girls to be an Azalea Trail Maid?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. I had such a great time during my service with Azalea Trail. I would encourage all girls. I know that's one thing that I watched my older sister become an Azalea Trail Maid, and I really, really wanted to be part of that. It just looks like a lot of fun, and to dress up in the gowns and all of the events that we were involved in. So I would encourage any young girl, do your very best in school, study hard. Grades are very important when Azalea Trail Maids are being selected. So study hard, have your grades good. Personality with meeting and greeting people, very, very important. We all know that we like for people to be kind to us, and so likewise back with them, and be able to meet the public, put a smile on, and enjoy conversation with all people that you meet. So, but most importantly, keep up the good grades, and just enjoy.
Thank you for your time participating in Clark's Bicentennial Project.
It's been a treat. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.